Okay, clase, buen día. This is Profe Jeff just coming again to give you a brief walkthrough with our Módulo 2 and our Capítulo 17 so we can give you a video guide through the activities. So in our module, you'll just want to point out a couple of things. We'll be starting our first conversación con el Profe Jeff. Just follow the instructions that are here online. It's done in the foro de discusiones. You'll also be doing the same activities as we did in Módulo 1 as far as Duolingo 300 XP, all of the in clase and in casa exercises, and we'll step through each of those. Okay? Let's jump into the chapter. So starting off on page 1 here, the required desafío, the challenge for this chapter is the desafío de lectura. Our subject is La Música Latina, so it's going to be taking you through a reading on top 10 songs in Latin music of all time, so you'll get a chance to explore that. Again, that's a required one for this chapter. Then you'll just be going through different activities on how to learn Spanish through music. You'll be reading an article here after clicking on the image there. As many of us know, we learn a lot of things from music. The repetition helps us, and it's a fun way to learn. So you'll be forming your own playlist if you haven't done so already with all of these different activities here. Again, you're just coming up with some songs that interest you through links that I provide here with songs from all over Latin America and Spain. Okay. In this activity here is just for you to share what kind of music you listen to and when. That brings us to our Diario 2, our second writing assignment. We're going to have our own Festival de Música en la Clase, where you will select a song to nominate. Es una canción latina, needs to be a Latin song, doesn't necessarily have to be all in Spanish. There are many out there that are in Español, Inglés, Spanglish. Okay, just follow the instructions here on writing that, and the nomination, that your selection there will be entered as the nomination. What I will do is then build a bracket, just like any tournament for basketball or soccer or anything that we're already used to, and you will get to vote on different songs nominated by the class. Okay? And that will take place in our course over the remaining weeks in our class this semester. So I hope you'll have fun with that and participate, especially in nominating songs, because we can't have a competition unless you nominate. Okay? That takes us to talking about some items in the imperfecto del subjuntivo, ways to be especially very polite in Español. So just continue to follow, as you've done in the past, the instructions here, different uses that we have, and then the exercises, different situations. Again, these are, it says en casa, but it could be en clase. Remember where it says con un amigo, una amiga de la clase. If you're not working with someone live, then just please write question and answer as if you were having your the conversation with someone, okay, for the different situaciones on this page. Okay, on the following page we'll be looking at different phrases for making requests of people. Again, follow the guidelines here on building phrases. We're using the imperfect subjunctive here, and this time so it's in the past tense, and The activities again are straightforward. In this case, 17.5, you're gonna just write sentences. It says work with a compañero or compañera. You don't need to ask questions. You're just making statements. Okay. The same with actividad 16.6. And then the MLS is a little bit different. You're going to be tested on some of the grammar points that we have, so you can assure that you're making the progress that we need to. So remember, you can go back and look at things in the previous pages to help out as you're doing that quiz. Here again, just like in our first chapter, our first módulo, we have some situaciones prácticas. Here we're just practicing on doing an interview, in this case con una persona famosa. You'll watch an interview with Maluma and just see how that works, and then you can put up your own questions. And then a couple of fun things here on playing 20 questions. This is something you might be able to do with a family member or friend. If you don't have someone to do it with, again, you're just going to write the 20 questions here and then answer them as if you were the person you're asking. Okay, and this is just a variation on that. Más o menos, más thumbs up, menos thumbs down. You'll be watching some videos of different people playing más o menos. If it's something you like more or less, then you'll be playing with that. Okay. Finally, a couple of things to get us ready for some activities that are coming up. One of the things that we hope you consider doing is studying abroad or traveling abroad. That's why hopefully some of us learn languages. Opens up new worlds. And so these two activities are helping you to prepare to study abroad, and then finding out how to get to someplace. Again, if you're working on your own, you'll play the part of both sides in the role play. Okay, as in all the chapters, there's a desafío de lectura and a desafío de comprensión. In the first chapter, we asked you to do the desafío de comprensión. In the second chapter, you're required to do the desafío de lectura. But since there is the other option here, el desafío de comprensión, you can go ahead and do this activity and submit it as one of the entries in Module 6 or 7 as a possible entry in your 3Cs portfolio. You're just going to continue on with one of the series in one of the streaming services and answer the questions on this page. If you do that for one of the 3Cs activities in Module 6, just put a reference in there that you've done it, and I'll see that there. To continue along with that, here's another activity that you can use to see what young people are watching or listening to, in different countries by clicking on the page here and see what kinds of songs they are, not just in Spanish but also in English. Again, this can be used as another entry in your 3Cs portfolio, which will be completed in Module 6 and 7. You can do it now or later, but then make a reference to the fact that you've done it in Module 6 or 7. And finally, a couple of other activities recommended for the 3Cs portfolio. You don't need to do them now as part of this current module, but you can kind of keep in mind that they are things that you can do for modules 6 and 7. Just a quick reminder that I do not accept can-do statements as part of the 3Cs portfolio. There is a section in Module 8 that is for self-evaluation, autoevaluación, and that's what these are used for. Okay? All right. Well, si hay preguntas, avísenme. If you have any questions, please let me know. Adiós.